Gemini, welcome to your first 2 weeks of May reading. Thank you for being here. It's Crow. I look forward to sharing here today. Thank you for being a friend. Just want to take the time to clear the space and make room for Spirit, first and foremost, Creator, Source, and all of the higher beings that are here to not give us a hard time, but to help us to grow in a beautiful way that is harmonious. Harmony. All right, so Gemini, here we have it. I'm going to be using some of these cards, which I created, 33 Masters Oracle, as well as we're going to be getting some information from some animals, some spirit animals, okay? So first things first, we have the Miracles card. The Miracles card are just really reminding you to notice the small miracles that are happening in your life and to move past anything that is holding you back from witnessing those miracles. And that is our internalized thoughts, getting stuck on the in-between. And the more that we make room, especially in this time of spring when things are starting to flourish and blossom, there are tiny miracles everywhere. It's a miracle that you are watching this right here, right now, Gemini. So the more that you witness the miracles, look at these eyes on this card here. The more that you look towards the miracles, the more that they're going to expand and to grow just by our attention and our awareness, okay? And the more that you look to your not so nice things, it tends to grow. This is the power of our mind, okay? This is not to say that things that aren't unfortunate don't happen in our lives, because they do. However, it is just looking always, gearing your consciousness, having your anchor, looking towards the beauty, okay? Miracles. And expect some miracles to happen in the first 2 weeks of May for you, Gemini. It's a good time. Now we have So Below. Okay, this is just helping you and reminding you to ground that air energy, okay? Bring it down to earth, okay? So sometimes we need to be practical, all right? We can be practical and open ourselves up to miracles, folks. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be both. So this is matters of your body, matters of the things that are going on in your home. This is really great Taurus energy. Taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, back to basics, not being so outward, keeping your eye on your own paper, okay? Keeping your eye on your own paper and then just taking care of yourself, all right? It's important for you to really have some grounding practices during the first 2 weeks of May, because once you're grounded, guess what? You're present. And when you're present, you're actually there and aware to accept your miracles. Yeah? Now we have the Teach and Share card. So in the first 2 weeks of May, you are being called to share what it is that you know. If you've been in a position, Gemini, that you feel like, oh, somebody should really say something about this, that's an invitation for you to share what it is that you know. Sometimes invitations are explicit and sometimes they're more subtle, okay? It's up for you to decide and not get caught in like the indecision. Sometimes that happens with the shadow elements of Gemini. Just to make a decision and to share. This is your invitation to teach and to share. This is not, teaching and sharing. It's coming from a place of abundance. When I share, it's coming from a place of abundance, of knowledge, when I'm teaching, right? So coming from that perspective and that point of view, you're always going to know when to step in, okay? Because if it's not a space to share, if someone's not, excuse me, if someone's not in a place to receive, then why would we share? Because then we're wasting our knowledge, and we might feel rejected unnecessarily when it's just really not appropriate for that period of time. So this is really, you have some knowledge to share, some words of wisdom. They can be words of encouragement to people who are around you in the first 2 weeks of May. And also, this is just validation, or can be validation for you, that, hey, I have something worthwhile to share with the world, and I'm going to start working on those projects and gearing up on those projects to bring that out and about. Of course, I should have said this in the beginning, that anything that I say, if it resonates with you, leave it. Take it. I'm a little backwards sometimes. If it resonates with you, then take it. If not, then leave it. This is a co-creation, and the thoughts, the feelings, the words, the images that are coming through in your mind when I am speaking during this reading, they matter. So pay attention to those and allow space and room for those. All right. What animals are going to be coming through for Geminis? Yeah. Turtle. Okay, so the turtle is, you ever notice the turtle is walking really, really close to the earth? So its heart is so close to the earth. So being grounded in who it is that you know you are, okay? The turtles also know when to snap back. Maybe it's been hard for you to lay down some boundaries and let people know. Sometimes we just gotta let people know. They can still be a part of our lives. We just gotta let them know. So for some of the Geminis out there, you gotta let people know. That could be a teaching and a learning for both parties. So this is about, of course, going slow and taking your time and being connected, being mindful, being aware of the details, being connected to the earth. Stick your feet in the ground. Spend some time in nature. I see a lot of you spending time outside in the park. If you felt like, oh, I really should go outside, and you have that impulse, don't constrict yourself into thinking like that you can't take a 5-minute walk around the block in your 24 hours of the day, okay? You can take the time. You can make that time, all right? It's your choice. Going slow in building, it feels like some Geminis are building some things here, whether it be a business, whether it be a relationship. This is a really great time for you to be mindful, because turtle medicine is also about the heart, opening the heart. And, the heart as a muscle, okay, let's think about this for a second. The heart as a muscle, it pumps blood out and it takes blood in. And this is about balance. And sometimes when we're going super fast in life, it's easy for us to not evaluate our relationships in a way that if we were going slow, we would know that they're out of balance. So when you're going 100 miles per hour, it's not so hard to make a quick turn, but if you're going 5 or 10 miles an hour, sure, no problem. Take your time with love, Gemini. Season of love, some new loves coming in for many of you, and it's really, it might even feel like a miracle. All right, here, let's get another. Okay. Oh, okay. This is like. All right, that was strange. Okay, so we want to be balancing ourselves. I pulled the square card. The square card is really representative of the masculine energy within this deck, and it's about bringing things into balance. Bringing your life your work, your approach into balance. And the turtle is really, it's not competitive. And the turtle medicine and the turtle vibes are really great for this energy, to be earnest and honest with you. Next, we have the shark. The shark is about protection. It's good to protect yourself, be mindful. It's that fierce, feminine protection, like protect what it is, that protecting your heart, right? We don't have to protect our heart. If we overpour in protecting our heart, then we don't put ourselves out there. But you can be protected and be vulnerable. It's like, it's this, you know, integrating that Gemini, the twin, like that twinning energy of duality, like bringing both of those energies into the space, because we have, it feels like for a lot of you Geminis, like that we're moving into a period of growth, of love, of things coming into your life and showing up like in your face, meaning like so that you can see them. And so it's really good to, you know, we have to ward off some energies sometimes. And it doesn't mean that these people are bad. We don't have to even go into it. Don't even go into it. What is good for you in this period of time right now, that's all that matters, okay? So protective, swimming in the deep sea. Like, you are an apex predator. Do not forget that. Like, you can take care of yourself. Don't forget that. Maybe some of you have forgotten that you can't take care of yourself, and that you can't, you know, you can't co-create with the universe. So I'm not saying that it's all on you, like you're the only one in the whole universe who's going to take care of yourself. No, I'm saying that you have the ability to co-create with the greatest force that has ever existed, the universe, okay? All right, porcupine, returning to your innocence, all right? So coming off the tail end of what I was just channeling and what was moving through is like that you can protect that innocent aspect of yourself, right? Only you are the person who knows your heart. This is about like childhood innocence, and you wouldn't think that with the porcupine. It's like sticking, you know, it's sticking its quills out, but it only does that to protect itself. Otherwise, it's a really kind of friendly little animal, and it's another animal that is really close to the ground. It's really close to the ground, like the turtle, all right? So this is a really great time for you to stay grounded. We have a lot of like bringing it down. Even the shark is grounded in the water because it swims deep, all right? It can go in any, lots of different territories, these sharks. And that is also speaking too, like you can move around, you can go in different territories, you can be innocent, you can incorporate all of these themes without making it mean that you're getting into a state of duality. Because duality, there's so much of that going on in the world, and we just give ourselves a hard time. Just exist as you are, and allow for your innocence to shine. You know, sometimes when we're overprotective, when we keep snapping at people, when we have the shark energy and the turtle energy out of balance, then we don't allow ourselves to experience our own innocence, right? We're just here, we're just souls, we're learning. Incorporate forgiveness, okay? Have a forgiving attitude. And I don't know anything else that teaches more than forgiveness, because we really don't get the lesson and the learning when we don't turn around and forgive ourselves for how we've learned certain things in life. And maybe if we're in a resource space enough, we can extend that outward to someone else. And that is so amazing. That teaches. That is coming from a place of abundance, and they're sharing, all right? So there's a lot here for you, Gemini. Let me know how this went. May 1st through the 15th. Subscribe. Take it easy.